morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 20. Please subscribe. I am determined to see. This is a lesson that we are making a declarative statement here. I'm determined, okay? And it's an I am lesson. So again, we know the power in the I am statement. Now, what this lesson is telling us, and I am going to read the whole thing, and with, of course, comments, but what this lesson is telling us is, okay, we're going to start in introducing some structure. I said the other day that, we're only been asked to do a minute, 3, 4, maybe 5 times a day, and I said, but that's going to change. Today it changes. And it needs to change. We have been led very casually to this point. And as the lesson says, it was really done on purpose. Again, this is a gentle course. But this is a very important course because it is about the undoing of a thought system that we no longer want to invest in. So, we have been quite casual about our practice periods thus far. There has been virtually no attempt to direct the time for undertaking them. Minimal effort has even been required. Not even active cooperation and interest have been asked. This approach has been intentional and very carefully planned. We have not lost sight of now there's some Easter eggs, as we call them, in shows. They say it's an Easter, it's a hint. So lots of hints here. We have not lost sight of the crucial importance of the reversal of your thinking. The salvation of the world depends on it. That's another little Easter egg there. Yet you will not see if you regard yourself as being coerced and if you give in to resentment and opposition. So that's why it's been gentle. So we're not going, if we feel that we are being coerced, forced into something, we're not going to willingly go forward with it. And willingness is all that is really required. Now, the salvation of the world depends on it, and there are many who, as soon as the word salvation was heard, the hair on the back of their neck may have stood up. There's another word, and I've used it. I've already used it, and you will hear it throughout the year. Freedom. So let's read that sentence, that the freedom of the world depends on our determination to see. Second paragraph. This is our first attempt to introduce structure. Do not misconstrue it as an effort to exert force or pressure. You want salvation. You want freedom. You want to be happy. You want peace. You do not have them now. We do not have them now because it says your mind. Our mind is totally undisciplined, and you cannot distinguish between joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, love and fear. You are now learning how to tell them apart, and great indeed will be your reward. Beginning of the year, an untrained mind is not sustainable. An undisciplined mind is not sustainable. We have been going through this life experience with untrained minds. And remember those 62,000 thoughts. We can easily realize that with all those thoughts bombarding us, how could we ever make any distinction between joy and sorrow? Or we could be very confused about what is pleasurable and what is painful. And because this world with the untrained mind is totally upside down, we certainly cannot judge and realize the difference between love and fear. So, third paragraph, your decision to see is all that vision requires. Your decision. That is really saying that it's our willingness. Our willingness to see is all that's needed. What you want is yours. Do not mistake the little effort that is asked of you for an indication that our goal is of little worth, and that is something else in this world. If it seems that if we don't pay and pay dearly, if we don't give and give dearly, then we have decided that whatever it is that is inexpensive has very little value. We have no idea the true value of what this course is offering us. And we don't have to give a lot in order to receive the value of this course. But very often we think if we only have to pay X amount of money for a car or X amount of money for a dinner, that it really wasn't that good because the price tag wasn't high enough. Again, it's the untrained mind and the upside downness, another new word, I guess, of this world. So, can the salvation of the world be a trivial purpose? Can the freedom of the entire world be trivial? And can the world be saved if you are not, since we are part of this world? God has one son, one daughter, one child, and he or she is the resurrection and the life. His will is done. We just had God's will always be done, because all power is given him in heaven and on earth. And this is the first time that phrase has appeared in the workbook. It will not be the last. Heaven and earth, because they are mirrors of each other. That was another spoiler alert or Easter egg. In your determination to see is vision given you. And then the fourth paragraph is about the exercise. The exercise every 30 minutes, 2 times an hour. And what are we to do with that? Simply to repeat the idea for the day. I am determined to see. If you think you won't remember it, type it in your phone. Old school, take a Post-it, a piece of paper, put it in your pocket, and every time you reach in the pocket and you feel it, you go, oh, what's this? Oh, I'm determined to see, and say it then. Because even though it's twice an hour, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the hour and a half hour. It just has to be twice an hour. Therefore, as you repeat it, today's idea, good sentence. Today's idea tacitly implies the recognition that you do not see now. And of course, because we're in a world of duality, I'm determined to see because I don't see. The opposite, there's always an opposite in this world of duality. Therefore, as you repeat the idea, you are stating that you are determined to change your present state for a better one, and one you really want. And that's what this whole thing is. I want peace. I want happiness. I want freedom. I don't have them now. But when I say I'm determined to see, I'm also saying these are the things I want. So to repeat today's ideas slowly and positively at least twice an hour. Do not be distressed if you forget to do so, but make a real effort to remember. The extra repetition should be applied, as always, to any situation or event that upsets your peace. It didn't take your peace. You gave it to the situation. What you desire, you will see. That's a really important line. What we desire, we see. You can call that the law of attraction if you want to, but it is our thought within us of what we want is exactly what we will get. Such is the real law of cause and effect as it operates in this world. In this world. Now, one of the Janetisms, and I've said it often, because when this says I'm determined to see, and it says we're not going to be coerced, and the Janetism is that no one has been dragged kicking and screaming into enlightenment. We must get there because it's our decision, and that is what we want. We cannot be forced into enlightenment. We cannot be forced into peace. It must be our decision. And today we decide that that is what we want, and that is what we will achieve. And that is it for today, and I hope it helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile, please take a deep breath in, and when the exhale, tell yourself, I am determined to see. And just pray for that recognition to dawn into everyone's mind. Namaste.